It's definitely not straightforward. It says Masha has a farm with 220 milking cows that produce 286 pounds per acre. Notice that's the density, isn't it? 228 or 286 pounds per acre is a density. So he produces a total of 1,412,840 pounds of milk. Due to recent regulations, Masha must pay a fee if she has more than 30 cows per square mile on her farm. There's another density, 30 miles per square farm. Pretty, not per square farm, 30 cows per square mile. I want to know whether Masha's going to have to pay a fee. Now, they gave us a hint. There are 640 acres in 1 square mile. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take our milk and we're going to convert that to acres. So we have 1,412,840 pounds, that's a zero, of milk. I'm going to multiply that by, well, I'm actually going to divide it by. I know they're 286 pounds per acre. And why am I dividing? Because I want my units, my pounds, to reduce. Notice my pounds go boom, boom. My answer is going to be in acres. So I can take that milk production and I'm going to convert that to acres. So that gives me, using my calculator, I get 4,940 acres. So in other words, Masha's farm is not small. She has 4,940 acres. But the number of cows is per square mile. So now I'm going to take my acres, just because I ran out of room there. I want to write it below here. And I'm going to convert that to square miles. So then I'm going to look at, there are 640 acres per square mile. I probably could have done this in one unit, in one line, but I think for this one, I'm going to do it in steps so you can see where we get that from. So I take 4,940 and I divide it by 640. I get, about 7.7 square miles, taking out one decimal more than I need. Now I'm going to convert that to, I got 7.7 square miles. I'm going to convert that to cows. I know we have 30 cows per square mile. It's supposed to be a mile there. Sorry, the handwriting's so bad. So in other words, we take 7.7 times 30. And if you get 7.7 times 30, we get about 28.5, don't we? I kept that in my calculator, by the way. I didn't just type in 7.7. So 28.5 cows. So that is less than her tax, isn't it? So there is no additional fee. She's a small farm because of the number of cows. Okay, in example 3, we're going to go back to density. It says, well, everything was density, but a little bit more straightforward. Antonio opens a new brick lay that weighs 25 pounds. There's our weight, isn't it? What's the density? So in other words, I better find the volume. So to find the volume, it is a rectangular prism. So I just take 6 times 9, which is the area of my base, times 10, which is my height. So when I take 6 times 9 times 10, I get about 540 cubic inches. So my density is going to be 25 pounds per 640, or 640. Let's try that again. 540 cubic inches. Now, I could do this, but if I read the question further on, San Antonio uses the same clay to make a foundational cube for a sculpture. I know the smaller cube weighs 1.3 pounds, and I want to know the dimensions of the cube. Well, first I'm going to find the volume of my cube. I'm going to call V for volume. So then we could cross multiply, and you end up with 28.08. I don't like the word cross multiplying, but we'll use it here because that's what you're using. So we're going to get 20.8 cubic inches. Now remember, I didn't ask for the volume. I asked for the length of the side. Well, we've got a cube here, don't we? And I know in a cube, its length times width times height, or x cubed, will equal about 28.08. So then we're just going to take the cube root on your calculator. Better go over how you find the cube root. Okay, we're going to use our Desmos calculator here to show you where it's at. And if you have another calculator, we can help you with that. But cube root on my Desmos calculator, if it shows up, is you have to put that n in there. So when I say I hit the nth root, well, I'm going to put a 3 for cube root, and I'm going to take the cube root of 28.08, and I think I'll round that then, and I get 3.04, don't I? So the length of each side is 3.04 inches.